Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. In this presentation, we will be discussing topic 5, documentation and sampling. This topic is very important in auditing because it explains how auditors record their works and they use sampling techniques to gather sufficient and appropriate audit evidence. Our presentation is divided into 3 parts. Number 1 is characteristic of good working paper. This explained by me. Second is comparison between statistical and non-statistical approach, explained by my friend. And third is comparison between sampling risk and non-sampling risk, also explanation by my friend. According to international standard on auditing ISA 230, audit documentation working paper are audit records that provide evidence supporting the auditor's opinion and report. To meet ISA 230 requirements, good working paper should have the following characteristics. For number 1 is complete and accurate. Working paper must contain all necessary information to support audit conclusion. Every procedure, performance, and evidence obtained should be properly documented. For example, when testing sales transaction, the auditor include a list for sample invoice, result of testing, and calculation for revenue recognition. For next example is, for verification of fixed asset, the auditor attach physical inspection photos and recalculation sheet showing depreciation accuracy. Next is clear and understandable. Working paper should be easy to follow by any auditor who not involved in the engagement. Clear explanation, title, and cross-reference help ensure understanding. For example, the auditor use clear headings such as test of control purchase and includes notes explanation, the objective, procedure, and findings. Next explanation is each working paper is properly referring to the audit program, making it easy for review to trace back the work performance. The third is relevant and properly organized. Documentation must directly relate to the audit objective and be logically arranged by areas such as cash, inventory, and receivable. This allows efficient review and easy access. For example is audit files are arranged by section A for planning, B for internal control, C for substantive testing to ensure logical order and easy navigation. The last one is properly identify and date. Each working paper should include details such as the client name, period covered, prepaid name, date, and review in titles. Review initials. Example is a review note on the margin such as review, no issue found, confirm that supervision and review have been performed. This characteristic help ensure that working paper meet professional standard, support audit conclusion, and can serve as evidence in quality control review or regularity inspection.
Hi, these are the answer for question about comparison between statistical approach and non-statistical approach. The statistical approach uses mathematical and statistical methods to design and select audit sample objectively. Items are chosen randomly using tools like random number tables or computer software. This approach allows the auditor to measure and control sampling risk, providing more reliable and objective result. However, it is more complex, time-consuming, and requires statistical knowledge. For example, an auditor may use random number software to select 100 invoices from 10,000 invoices. For non-statistical approach, the non-statistical approach relies on the auditor's professional judgment rather than statistical methods. Sample items are selected based on factors such as size, risk, and unusual nature of transaction. This approach is simpler, quicker, and less costly, but it is more subjective and does not allow the auditors to measure sampling risk. For example, an auditor may select invoices that are high in value or appear suspicious. Finally, here are the answers for question about comparison between sampling risk and non-sampling risk. For sampling risk refers to the possibility that the auditor's conclusion based on testing a sample may differ from the conclusion that would have been reached if the entire population were examined. It arises because only part of the population is tested. For example, an auditor might test 50 invoices and find no errors, but if all the invoices were checked, some errors might exist. Sampling risk can be reduced by increasing the sample size or using proper sampling techniques. In contrast, non-sampling risk occurs when the auditor reaches an incorrect conclusion for reason unrelated to sampling. This may happen due to human error, inappropriate audit procedures, or misinterpretation of evidence. For instance, an auditor may fail to detect a misstatement because they misunderstood the accounting treatment or did not perform sufficient audit procedures. Non-sampling risk can be reduced through proper training, supervision, and quality control.
In conclusion, good working papers and effective sampling techniques are vital in ensuring audit quality. By following ISA 230 and ISA 530, auditor can ensure the documentation is complete, reliable, and compliant with auditing standards. Proper planning, organizations, and clear communication between team members help reduce both sampling and non-sampling risk. Thank you for listening to our presentation. Bye!